Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have a preview of Sing Out Loud. Short-term rental owners might have higher expenses in the future. Multiple industrial projects are moving forward, and a little library is coming to Project Swing.
Little library.
Project Swing, it's fun. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Awards and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We've got Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Ben 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. August Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors, and you can support us with your likes, comments, and shares. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and download our app from the Apple App Store. All right, it's the last day for sunglasses, Amanda. So sorry. Good morning, everybody.
Gosh, I'm having Pete flashbacks.
No.
I'm having Pete flashbacks. I had to get a shirt from Mike because I couldn't find my American Party shirt. All right, so
it's nice that you guys are both medium.
It's red. Well, this is an XL.
Oh, yeah?
And neither one of us are XLs. I don't know why we have an XL, but it does. I didn't realize we put Uncommon Ground below it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that kind of fits into the shirt, too. And he's got some spaghetti stains on it, but I don't know.
He does.
I don't know what was going on there, Mike.
So is that a craft shirt since it was an XL?
Oh, yeah. So I don't know.
I think we need to bring it back with just that, the American Party, and then Uncommon Ground on the sleeve.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we need to remake our not our Uncommon Ground, our American Party
shirts. Yeah.
American Party, where the blue and red come together.
Yes.
Blue and red needs to come together.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing this shirt, you know, to try and create some unity going into the weekend.
Yeah,
so,
I like that.
Yeah, so we got music coming, so it's an exciting weekend. So
yeah.
I mean, all four of us have a good weekend ahead of us.
I'm excited.
All right, because I mean, you guys are going to sing out loud.
We are.
And Aiden's going to sing out loud. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sing out loud, and Blake's going to Ireland. So
I mean, that's a pretty good.
It's you know.
If I had to miss Sing Out Loud, I'd go to Ireland.
We're not doing too bad as a group. So, I mean, it's an exciting weekend to lean into.
And we're going to start our weekend going to Jimmy Jam Bourbon and Barbecue at Tringali Barn, which is an amazing venue.
Super excited about that.
It's awesome.
Super excited about that. And Jay, my BFF from B&S Signs, says he's going to come pick me up. He's going to be my Uber.
That's very nice. My parents probably could have been your Uber now that I think about it.
Yeah, because Rebecca and Maeve are going to the concert at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall tonight.
Very cool.
So they're going to see Vincent Maddox. I'm sorry.
I'm not that cool.
The sound. I mean, he sounded good. I listened to some of his stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, have you guys been listening to the different artists that sing out loud?
So my kids don't know we're going yet because I wanted to show them the tickets and then just see their face as it like clued into their brains. So my husband, though, is kind of giving it away. So he's been like binging all the Sing Out Loud artists and then text my daughter and be like, oh, yeah, Somber is really good. Oh, yeah, this person, Badoob or whatever, she's really good too. I'm like, would you knock it off? You're totally giving the hint.
Well, it's probably building him up like, I wish I could go. You know, it's probably a good build up.
She's like, I know they're good. I wish I could see them. I'm so upset. Hello. It's great. But, yeah. How you doing, Aiden?
Doing pretty good back here.
Nice. Stand in solidarity.
I figured
everyone's got sunglasses on except for me.
I figured if
oh, Amanda, I don't.
If two people were in sunglasses, it's not as weird. Nothing's wrong with my eye, but there's a bright light that's always in my face.
Yeah.
So this is pretty nice back here. Doing good.
I love the sympathetic sunglasses. So my eye's dilated. I didn't know that to treat a cornea scratch, they like dilate your eye. And they don't put an eye patch anymore. They put a contact, like a special kind of contact, over it. He called it a bandage. And so for the first time in my life, I've got a contact in my eye. and my eyes dilated. So, yeah, sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's very bright in here. All right. Do we have a question?
By Tuesday, you'll
I'll be good.
You'll be good to go. Because on Monday morning we have Commissioner Cynthia Garris coming in, so we're excited
awesome.
to have
I'm
that
sad to
one.
miss that.
I'm excited about a fellow weatherman coming in October.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Mike Burris confirmed. So he's coming. He's coming in. So we got a fellow weatherman coming in.
On a Monday, I'm sure.
Well, he has some options still.
Yeah.
He hasn't picked exactly
Okay.
which day. So, and he's such a fun guy. I don't know if you watch him
Yeah.
regular. He's my second favorite weatherman.
After yourself. Nice. All right. Do we have a question of the day?
All right, question of the day. You know, we're having a music kind of weekend. But here's a question that kind of always bothers me. What singer has achieved great success despite having an awful voice? What singer has had great success despite having an awful voice?
Yeah.
And there's one that immediately, when I read this question, I was like, that's the question of the day, because I actually have an answer.
I have an answer for this, too. I'm sorry. Britney Spears. Britney Spears' this terrible singing voice.
She's a fun person to follow on.
I'm sure, like, that's a wild ride on her Instagram.
She's a wackadoodle.
But yeah, she it was her showmanship and her willingness to play that "I'm a virgin" or "Am I?" that got her famous. I really feel like, and not her voice, because I don't think she sings well at all.
At one point, she was extremely attractive.
Yes, at one point.
At one point, she was. So that helps.
It does.
That helps. Aiden, who you got?
Instantly, when you said this question, I guess three things came to mind. First, I thought Bob Dylan, because not a good singing voice, but his songwriting was so good, it got him there.
He is by far my answer.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan. I can't really even listen to Bob Dylan's songs, and I love the songs that he's written.
Yeah.
But when he sings them, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because he does sell his songs, so other people cover them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what was your other one? You said you had somebody else.
Yeah, so I thought of Bob Dylan. I still listen to his music, but it's just like, it's because it's good, well written. I'd say number 2 is Miley Cyrus.
Kenny already hit with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the fourth one, or I guess third one I thought of was just any new age rapper. They're all terrible.
And here's where I'm at with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
I can listen to her sing. I cannot listen to that girl talk.
Yeah. I feel like
It's worse
she's
than
got a
like
better
Fran
singing voice.
Drescher. She sounds better
Yeah.
when she sings.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
My boy for this, so I gave a girl answer. My boy answer would be, sorry, Bruce Springsteen.
I agree with that one too. I think he's all hype and very little on the
Substance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what's funny is if you hear him in interviews from his early career, you can find like early career Bruce Springsteen interviews. His accent is completely different.
Yeah.
He's got this sort of squeaky up north voice that you don't expect, and then he sings "Born in the U.S." Like, come on.
Yeah. And this one I'm going to take some heat on. But another songwriter who turned to being a singer, and I really am, and I play him every once in a while, is Willie Nelson.
Yeah?
I mean, his level of success compared to his ability to sing. Like, if you put him just in a honky tonk and didn't say, "Oh, this is Willie Nelson,"
Yeah.
people would be like, ugh.
Okay, now.
I guess you couldn't get the A-lister. But I mean, it's still just an amazing career, great talent and stuff like that. But I'm not a big fan of his voice, but I'm with you on Bruce. The hype on Bruce, I don't get. So
The weirdly, Willie Nelson is really close friends with Jessica Simpson. A friend of ours when I was sick a couple of years ago.
They met on the set of Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, met on the set of Dukes of Hazzard, and he became Uncle Willie to Jessica Simpson, and I think that's just such a funny pairing. Jessica Simpson and Willie Nelson hanging out together, which evidently they do fairly regularly. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Snoop said he's the only man who outsmoked him.
Oh, I
Will-
believe
was
that.
Willie Nelson, and I can tell you, I mean, the story I had of Willie, it was a total Cheech and Chong moment.
Yeah.
So it was
The
pretty
cloud comes out of the door
Well,
before
well,
he
we were
does.
here's and you'll know these political players, but I had George McGovern with me, Tom Dashiell's ex-wife, myself, and Blake's mom,
Okay.
and we're standing on the loading dock, and he's pulled his bus all the way up to the loading dock. He didn't use any of the rooms or anything, like he did everything in the bus. And his best friend is kind of his handler, and he's like, all right, I'll be right back, and with Willie in just a little bit. And he goes into the bus, and like 5, maybe 10 minutes later, I almost, by the way, in that process, I almost kicked Willie's son off out of the venue because he wasn't wearing his credentials.
Yeah.
Like everybody has to wear credentials.
Uh-huh.
I had to wear. Everybody had to wear credentials. And he's like, well, I'm Willie's son. Oh, you get to stay.
But where are your credentials?
Put your credentials on. But as soon as the door to the bus opens up, now George is probably, I'd say George is probably 82 at this time. And he wanted to legalize marijuana in 1972. It was one of the things on his campaign that he thought it probably would have worked now. He was a little ahead of his time.
Yeah.
But as soon as that door opened up, it was absolutely a scene from Cheech and Chong, and you couldn't have scripted it better. It was a plume of smoke, and he walked through it. And I was just like, that. And Willie was in his 80s at this time.
Yeah.
You know, or late 70s. I'm not sure. It would have been probably around 2010. But me and George just looked at each other and just shook our heads, and it was one of those funniest moments that we had. But it couldn't have been scripted any better.
You're in a national park, bud.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Miley Cyrus, his son was in a group, and they were smoking outside, and this is when it wasn't legal.
Yeah.
They were smoking outside the bus, and literally there was cops walking by him, and I was like, dude, you two go inside. But his son, I can't even remember the name of the group his son was in, that opened for, I think, Papa Roach.
Yeah.
So I think they had some songs, Shake It Up or something like that.
Okay.
You guys can fact check that one, Blake, while you're back there.
All right. Now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
It's gonna be all right.
High stakes weather report.
It's gonna
big
be
weekend.
all right. It's a big weekend, and it's gotten a lot better because it was a little scary
Okay.
earlier in the week, like what was going to happen, but we're looking pretty good.
We just need Sunday at 3 for somber. Clear.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent out there.
There is.
There's
But
a
that's
lot
what
of-
my daughter wants to see, so that's what I care about.
There's a lot of talent out there, that's for sure.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside the St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday, open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right. Buckle up, baby. It's an Aiden edition of the Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Looking pretty clear out there. I would urge people to check themselves as well because there's a big incident on 95 yesterday that we did not pick up. So
Yeah.
Well, it happened
Look
20
ahead, but looking pretty good.
It actually happened 15 to 20 minutes after we went off the air. It happened right at like 8:45. And remember, we
Our
did a
traffic
short.
report was accurate at the moment.
Yeah, at that moment, it was accurate. So,
Yeah.
and I think someone did say something happened at mile marker, something right at the end
the
of the show, and
comments,
I think I said it in the.
Is it Anastasia or Joy?
I think it was Anastasia.
All right. That Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access is the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, The best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. All right, moving into the news, we've got Sing Out Loud Music Festival to draw thousands to St. Augustine. People from all across the country are heading to St. Augustine this weekend for Sing Out Loud Festival, now in its 9th year. The music event has grown into one of the city's biggest draws. Last year, it brought in more than 27,000 people over its 2-day showcase at Francis Field, and organizers expect similar numbers this year. Carl Liberatore, the festival's director of production, says Sunday alone last year drew nearly 18,000 fans, and strong turnout is expected again. The Live Wildly showcase at Francis Field will feature over a dozen headliners, including rising stars like Somber and Gigi Perez, alongside major names like Hozier and Biba Doobie. I think I got it. Biba Doobie. If big crowds aren't your thing, there are plenty of smaller options. 12 stages are spread across St. Augustine at venues like Dog Rose Brewery and Spencer Abbott's, with more than 130 local and regional artists performing throughout September, all for free. The festival was launched in 2016 as a way to boost tourism during September, traditionally a slow month, and it has worked. Last year, organizers say people came from 49 states to attend, bringing a major impact on hotels, restaurants, and overnight stays across St. Johns County. What's the 50th state? What's the 50th state that's
Idaho.
If it's anything like my license plate game, it's flipping New Mexico.
It's Idaho.
I can't find New Mexico to save my life. Maybe this is the weekend I'll find it. All right, so I'm excited for Sing Out Loud. Very cool that it's in its 9th year and it's just continuing to grow and get better, and it's awesome. Very excited.
Yeah, the only thing I got to figure out is how I'm going to watch the Florida-Miami game on Saturday night. So I got to figure that one out. And yeah, Gabe and I were coming up with a plan because he's also a Hurricanes fan.
Yeah.
So and he's going to be busier than I am.
For sure.
So I was like, how are we going to do this? So so
you can stream it into an earbud.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was having the same issue. I'm gonna make sure my phone's fully charged so I can stream it and watch it as the concert's going on. That's premier multitasking is what I'm gonna be doing.
No, that's exactly where I'm at too.
Yeah.
I mean, and hopefully it gets out of hand quickly, and I don't have to pay attention to the game. And I mean, gets out of hand in the favor of the Hurricanes.
The right way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are the Hurricanes playing?
The Florida Gators.
Okay. Yeah, that's a toss-up for me.
Yeah. So
I'm ambivalent.
go Canes.
Sure, why not? Go Canes.
Go Canes. There you go. Everybody's on board.
Running a St. Augustine short-term rental is about to get more expensive if city leaders sign off next week. The City of St. Augustine Cities Commission will decide next week whether to raise registration fees for short-term rental vacation rentals and add new penalties for owners who don't follow the rules. If passed, it would be the first fee adjustment since 2020. City leaders say the changes are needed to cover the actual costs of running the rental inspection and oversight program. Under their proposal, the base registration fee would raise from $294.48 to $303.03 per unit. That was an increase of $8.55, or about 2.9%. The per bedroom charge would also go up from $73.81 to $79.30, an increase of $5.49, or a 7.4% increase. That's really hard when I can only see out of one line. Both fees would apply at registration and annual renewal. The proposal also adds an enforcement penalties. Owners who miss the renewal deadline could face a $100 late fee. Rentals that fail an initial inspection would be charged $50 for each re-inspection. St. Augustine launched its short-term rental program in 2019, requiring property owners to register and pass annual safety inspections. City officials say the existing fees no longer reflect the true cost of the program. If approved, the new schedule would take effect October 1st, the start of the city's fiscal year. Well, if the fees are falling short of paying for the program itself, then they have to raise
I don't
them.
think they're outrageous either, and compared to what the different fees that you pay when you actually have a commercial property, and this was a residential property that you're making a commercial property, you're getting off pretty easy even with these fees. I know people are complaining about them, but they're getting off fairly easy with the fees. I got a parking ticket yesterday.
You got a parking ticket. Now it's happened. Now you're against it.
Well, no, I mean it was still at the lower rate. I
Okay,
mean,
we're good.
You know, because they're not changing if you're parked properly and you overstay.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is here's what had happened was.
What happened was.
I had Harb yesterday. You guys,
Yep.
some of you guys that tuned into Bollock realized I wasn't there, and some of you didn't realize I wasn't there. And that's okay too, because Blake and Lenny filled in great, and I think Aiden, you were there too, weren't you?
I was.
Okay, who messed with my seat? Blake, was that you?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Blake.
I hate the leaning back.
Yeah, I see, and I gotta have it. I gotta have some ninja skills. But I hit the max on how much I could do on the little sticker that you got and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I hit the max. That took me right till 5 o'clock. It was like 4:50 something. All right.
Okay.
And the meeting started at 1. So I was like, all right, I'm good.
Nope.
Meeting went till our portion of the meeting went till 6 o'clock. I got
All
a
right.
ticket at 5:13. Okay, that's not the worst part.
Okay.
The other people with me were parked literally 10 cars ahead.
Uh-huh.
Same exact timing and stuff like that. They didn't get a ticket.
Nice.
What is the story? Misery loves company. Yeah.
Was it Mike Davis that didn't get ticketed?
No. It was Vic and Sid.
They should split the fine with you. Just
Yeah.
make it even.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's socialist way, right? Just share the
I
wealth.
don't think that's going to happen. so.
Okay. Enjoy that fine.
And I can't do anything. I can't say anything because I was over
Yeah.
and I didn't run out and like hit the max again, which would have been like $1.
Yeah.
You know, instead it was 25. So, and if I don't pay it on time, it's 35.
Yeah.
So, and the bad part is I have a parking lot literally 2 blocks away, but I had to carry some materials in. And I was like, I'm not carrying this all the way that far. For $25, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drop it off and then go.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Live and learn.
So they were efficient in my case, not so efficient 10 cars up.
All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Sunoco on South Ponce at $2.83. Owens on South Ponce is at $2.99. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.99. Shell 146 King Street $2.99. A1A Discount Beverage is $2.99. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce is $3.04. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard $3.17. Gate on Mizell Roads $3.22. Gate on US 1 North is $3.25. Circle K on 207 is $3.27. They did not get the memo. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Live music today. We've got Matt Fowler at Embassy Suites at 5. House Cats at Marina Munch at 5. Mark Hart at Tradewinds at 5. Contact Buzz at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Soft at Colonial Oak, 6 p.m. Ancient Sun is at Dog Rose Brewery at 6 p.m. Josh Gluck and the Family Tree is at Spinster Abbott's at 6 o'clock. We've got Big Papa Fish at DJ Clam Shack at 6 p.m. Eddie Pickett and Jesse Cruz is at Mellow Mushroom at 6 p.m. Jolie is at Michael's at 6 p.m. Hudson Vance at Mr. Chubby's Wings at 6 o'clock. Courtney Frazier's at Prohibition Kitchen at 6 o'clock. Money for Nothing at Shaughnessy's at 6 o'clock. David Watt Besley's at Tides at 6 o'clock. Walt Kulwicki is at Oasis at 6 o'clock. Chilakaya is at Krabby's at 6 o'clock. Vegas Gray is at Pesca Volano at 6 o'clock. Matt Wilson's at Cortesi's at 7. Zaza Flamenca is at La Cocina at the Cellar upstairs at 6 o'clock. John Ryan is at Meehan's at 7 o'clock. American Souvenirs at Colonial Oak at 7:30. Barking Spiders is at Dog Rose Brewery Company at 7:30 p.m. We've got Kyler's A Midget at Spencer's Abbott at 7:30. Aowen Sage Rubino is at Spencer Abbott's at 7:30. Doers at Prohibition Kitchen at 8. Maddox Batson at Ponte Vedra Concert
That's who they're
Hall.
going to see.
Maddox Batson at 8 o'clock. Kevin Edwards at Ann O'Malley's at 8. Cottonmouth at Tradewinds at 8:30. Underbrush at Colonial Oak at 9. Bus Stop Werewolf at Dog Rose Brewery at 9. Ella Stallions at Spencer Abbott's at 9. Bad Dog Mamas at Barley Republic at 9. John Q at Milltop Tavern at 9. And Ramona is at Prohibition Kitchen, closing out the night at 10 o'clock.
What a night.
That's a night.
That's a crazy,
A lot of big
crazy
names on
night.
there. That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, there's nothing to do in St. Augustine.
That music report brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction. Voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. Okay, so the whole there's nothing to do in St. Augustine. I agree there's plenty to do for adults. There's not a ton to do for teenagers and like tweens. I would love an amazing skating rink in St. Augustine. It could be a music venue where bands could come and play live music, bar, restaurant, whatever. Skating
There's
rink.
supposed to be a little small one that's supposed to be opening up on Anastasia Island. But I don't know how it even fits in that building. I mean,
I don't either.
I've looked at the building and I was like, ooh. And I talked to the gentleman at Florida Man Games who was trying to get it done. He got it passed, and he congratulations on getting that through, because I thought it was going to be a tough one for him. But he got it passed, but I don't think it's been open yet.
I don't think so. They did get it approved.
Yeah.
Blake sent something about Nobel Prize winners. You want to talk to us about about Nobel Prize winners?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Actually, they're not Nobel Prize winners. They're actually Ig Nobel Prize winners.
Oh.
So these these people create like weird scientific experiments that might be like out of the ordinary that like most regular scientists won't do, but these like people that might like create like weird experiments like that might seem weird, but you actually do have a scientific impact.
Okay. All right.
And as I sent you the website link for it as well, if you want to see which ones you want to
I'll
talk
have to
about.
read over that, but my eyes are not good enough to do it right now.
All right.
My trending right now is
But the skating rink, and Rebecca actually nailed it. I mean, it's a church now, but I mean, the Ponce Mall would have been a cool activity, center.
so it's not just a church. Half of the building's a church, and then the other half is for businesses. That would be a really cool location. I have a friend that tried to rent in there, and there's some like interesting rules and regulations. Like you can't cross the barrier into, because the church runs a school. And so there's a hard divide between the school portion, which is the church, and the retail portion. And so there's some challenges there logistically that I think they have to work out, but that could be, they did have an arcade in there. And that's another thing. If we had a big skating rink that had an arcade, then we'd have a place for teenagers to be. If you have the money to do it, I've got ideas.
They used to hang at the mall. I mean, years ago, I mean, they hung at the mall because they would do the arcade and then they'd go to the movies. And I had a skate rink growing up. But the problem is, and it's a real challenge. Skating rinks take a lot of space.
A lot of space, yeah.
And you're making your money back because you don't have alcohol sales. You're making your money back, 50 cents at a time.
Yeah.
You might charge $8, but you're only walking with about 50 cents of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize what it actually costs for liability wise and staffing. And with skates, you got skate rentals, and I think it would be a real tough business.
It must be, because they just aren't there anymore.
Because I enjoyed my life at Dayton Skate in DeLand. And it was I have some great memories from that. And I'm sorry kids are missing out on it, but I also think a lot of kids are staying at home more, that, they're indoor people when my generation was outdoor people.
Well, they're
and we
indoor
were
people because there's nowhere to go.
I don't think so. I don't think that's true at all, because there's a lot more to do now than what there was. We created our own.
I have teenagers, and the one that can drive, it's the beach or she wants to walk downtown St. George Street. And that's becoming less and less safe, in my opinion, for her as a hotsy-totsy teenage girl with her hotsy-totsy teenage girlfriends to go prancing down St. George Street. And so I don't know. There's just not a lot of
I mean, we
places.
hung out at McDonald's.
Yeah.
All right. We were in the parking lot. And then we if we threw a party, which,
Never happened. Never happened. They definitely didn't drink Boone's Farms in a field.
yeah. And we didn't even know whose property it was on. I mean, we would just go there and then the cops would come and go, oh, you can't be here. Okay. We go to the next spot. So, I mean, and we rotated about 5 or 6 spots and, but I mean, we were more outdoorsy people.
Yeah.
And I think we were more socially connected. Aiden, I'm kind of speaking for your generation, but you kind of have a tight knit group of friends where when I was growing up, it was like, all right, we're hanging out. Everybody's hanging out.
Yeah.
And I don't see that as much, happening.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my teens, if someone close to them isn't going, then they're not going.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, if their tight group isn't there, then it's like, all right, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have 20 different people that would like say, hey, we're doing this. All right. And it wasn't like we could text each other.
Yeah.
You might have got a phone call or they just came over.
Yeah.
And said, hey, we're going. All right, you guys get out of here. So, and I asked like 9,000 questions if something like that happened.
Yeah.
So my parents are like, go.
My trending was in Japan. If someone's just like hammered and sat on a curb, like passed out or sleeping, then the Japanese people evidently surround that person with bottles of water so that when they wake up, they have something to drink, to rehydrate, to get them moving. And I thought that in the spirit of the weekend that we have coming up, if you see somebody that's in need of distress, maybe volunteer a bottle of water for them.
Yeah.
That's my trending.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kenny said, get an attorney for the co-owner. Yeah. But that then you need an insurance agent to what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, the insurance is what kills you in business right now. And
Sure.
and Kelly, who's got Ready, Set, Play, I'm sure she understands, but I mean, the size of their place, if they quadruple the size of it, that would quadruple the stress, quadruple, the manpower, all of those things. And that's pretty much what you need for a skating rink. And that would, So, sorry if I added stress to your morning, Kelly, but I feel your pain.
Yeah. Moving back into the news. SJC Industrial Projects moving forward off I-95. 2 major industrial projects along the I-95 corridor in St. Johns County are moving forward. The first, near International Golf Parkway and I-95, calls for nearly a dozen light industrial buildings, totaling 64,447 square feet. The site is off Commerce Lake Drive and Center Place Way. Property records show the land is valued at $1.28 million and is owned by WGV Warehouse Center, LLC, tied to 10H Investments and Jacksonville automotive dealer Jack Hanania. Farther south along I-95, another project known as Inman Industrial is being planned near State Road 16 and the St. Augustine Premium Outlets. That site covers 35 acres and would include 2 buildings, one at 94,400 square feet and the other at 66,000 square feet. A pre-application for the project was accepted Monday. Records show the property is owned by an affiliate of Orlando-based LCA Development and Realty. You want industrial projects? Here we go.
There we go. Let's employ some people. But I think the second one is one that's already developed and they're revamping it.
Is that
I
the...
think that's the old Ideal building. But all right, Diana, you asked me to stand up. I'm going to stand up right here so you can see the shirt and what it is. It is our American Party shirt where red and blue have to come together. And then it's from our Mike and I did these 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So and I couldn't find mine, so Mike let me borrow his.
We need to bring it back.
Yeah. So I think we need to bring this logo back because we need red and blue playing nice together.
Can we do like a red and blue tie-dye one with the white logo? Let's do that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. City of St. Augustine to unveil Little Library at Project Swing. The city of St. Augustine is teaming up with Sigma Pi Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity to unveil a brand new little library at Project Swing next week. The ceremony is set for Thursday, September 26th at 10 a.m. and is open to the public. The project is part of the fraternity's national Go to High School, Go to College program, which encourages young people to pursue higher education. The library, hand-painted by artist Jessica Bryce of Bryce Brushworks, is being dedicated to honor two distinguished Alpha Phi Alpha members, Dr. Otis Mason and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. City Commissioner Cynthia Garris and fraternity member Sherman Riley will lead the dedication. Students from Catalina's elementary third grade class will also play a special role, bringing books to help fill the little library. Parking will be available at the historic downtown parking facility on Cordova Street, with resident discount program participants paying just $3. I finally registered for that, by the way. This is a really cool project. I think that's awesome.
And they're honoring Otis Mason and
Dr. Martin Luther King
Okay.
Jr. Yep.
no Dr. Haley.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Well, was he an Alpha Phi Alpha member?
Oh, I don't know.
So it's two Alpha Phi Alpha members
Okay.
that are being honored.
All right.
So we'll have to check to see if he's a member of the fraternity.
Yeah.
Greek life was suspended from my college right before I got there. So it had nothing to do with me.
At Flagler, we only had one fraternity. It was Kappa Kegadea.
That's fitting. My dad was in a frat at Clemson, and he called his frat the Nerd Frat. And to prove that, in the fraternity intramural sports league, their team was called the Nads. So that when you cheered for
Nads.
them,
Go
it was
Nads,
Go
yeah,
Nads.
yeah.
So they were the Nerd Frat.
That's really not that original.
It's not, but
All right,
they're
I
the
think
Nerd Frat.
Mike was in a fraternity, and it was Lambda something. But in my mind, as a non-fraternity person, if you have Lambda in it, it becomes Lambda, 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 which is Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And then
He
I
was-
have,
He was Lambda, Lambda, Lambda in my mind.
and my joke frat name is Delta Delta Delta. Can I help you? Help you? Help you?
Mhm.
So that's all I got. That's the closest I got to Greek life. Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
I will ferociously forage through the finite, fantastic comments of our fabulous fans.
Fantastic. All right, that ferocious foraging is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com, because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us a comments report.
All right, on the comments report, Tim is busy setting up for his bourbon event, so I did not get a Costco update. If anyone knows the Costco update, please.
I'm going to deem that an excused absence,
Yes,
given I'm going to be there and I'm going to partake and enjoy them.
we're gonna let it slide. All right, but Joy came in strong with her gas report. Thank you, Joy, so much. 315 at Racetrack. Wawa and Speedway were at 316. The BP was at 317. Bob Dylan won on the Horrible Voice. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but both Aiden and I said the same thing, so that makes it the winner. Kelly asked if the hotels are full. Yes, the hotels are booked up on Saturdays, Fridays and Saturdays. Sunday, there still is some availability for those people that get overserved by a particular bartender. No names, Kelly.
Called out on air.
Adam knows I love him. He's got the best beard. I have a good beard. Adam's got a great beard. So, it should be an absolute blast this weekend. you guys post lots of stuff. I mean, I want to see all those Sing Out Loud pictures and your adventures on the weekend, because we're not just family Monday through Friday. We're family all the time.
So tag us in your Sing Out Loud pictures and
Yep.
videos. We would love to see them on our 904 page. All right, Stardom Stat.
All right, Stardom Stat. On this day, 1959, the Cold War went in a very bad direction, and it could have created more tension than what was necessary.
Okay.
Is when Nikita Khrushchev visited the U.S. He was meeting with Eisenhower. He met with Eisenhower, and then he went to L.A. because he wanted to go to Hollywood and he wanted to go to Disneyland. All right. He goes to Hollywood, and they're at 20th Century, and he's on the set. He gets to meet Shirley MacLaine, and then they bring over Sinatra. He has lunch with Sinatra. He's all happy. And then the leader of 20th Century makes a comment during the luncheon, very anti-communist comment, and Khrushchev, who has had a very fiery temper, got very angry, and he was having a great time, and this guy makes this comment,
Pinko comment.
yeah, and it was pretty close to that, and Khrushchev's rebuttal was, we can up the Cold War if you want. We got him on the assembly line, talking about missiles.
Yeah.
And it all went downhill from there. And then at the luncheon, he was told he was not going to be able to go to Disneyland because they couldn't secure his safety.
Oh no.
And he goes, "Is there a cholera outbreak?" That was his rebuttal to it.
The most 1800s possible.
Yeah. Why am I not safe? Is there a cholera you can't control? One
Turns
area?
out you're not popular here, sir.
You can't control one area. And he didn't get to go to Disneyland, and that just was the thing that pushed him over the edge. And I don't think he ever came back to the U.S. And everything he did, he hated the U.S. from that moment.
Snubbed by Mickey Mouse.
He was having a great. Well, it was the guy. The guy set him off at 20th Century. But the story was it was because he didn't go to Disneyland. But it actually started with the leader of 20th Century and not good diplomacy on his part.
No, but I kind of get it with McCarthyism. Like I definitely am not for the communists. Like he's trying to pregame that whole Senate hearing. Was it Senate hearing? They had to go and name names.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was
It's a little touchy.
It was definitely. I think it was a joint. I don't even know. I think it was Senate and
Joint hearings.
yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
So.
All right, that's Stardom Stat brought to you by St. Augustine Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today because it's delicious. And Saturday because you're going to be downtown for Sing Out Loud anyway.
Yeah.
And Sunday. Come to that. All right, plugs, Troy.
All right, plugs. Stick around. We got Troy's 2 cents at 9:04, and I think it's going to be a good one, but we just never know. This one, if I mess this one up, I'm going to be very upset with myself. So, because this one, I want everybody to pay attention to.
For sure. And comment. Did he nail it? Or do you see where he's coming from and could he change his messaging?
Yeah.
Those comments help more people to see the Troy's 2 cents.
Yeah, no, it really does, and I'm enjoying doing the Troy's 2 cents, and every once in a while it makes sense in my 2 cents.
Now and again. Aiden, do you have any plugs?
Pretty sure St. Augustine High School is playing Nice tonight.
Oh yeah,
big
game.
It's going to decide who's the best in the district. At Nice, yes.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. I think that's it.
I think Nice's linebacker is looking to go to Ohio State, and the wide receiver for St. Augustine High is already committed to University of Miami, right?
Yeah, Wingo, he committed about a month ago to your school. So shout out, St. Augustine will win. That's gonna happen.
Right.
And then I'll be at the show all next week in Blake's absence. So see me then.
It'll be me, Aiden, and the commissioner Monday morning.
That's going to be exciting.
So.
Are you ready to read off the gas reports? and do some of the
Oh yeah, Aiden, I forgot to tell you, you got to do that on Monday.
Yeah, you have to do part of my job on Monday.
Where was the?
You didn't get the memo.
I would have
print.
never taken the job. I quit.
You didn't get the memo.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube and Rumble. Hope to see you tonight at Bourbon and Barbecue and this weekend at Sing Out Loud. Bye, guys.